What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're having a wonderful day, especially a wonderful Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve to you guys. Today we are going to celebrate by listening to a little bit of Kate Bush, because let's be honest, it's always a good time to listen to Miss Bush. We're going to go ahead and take her third track off of her album 50 Words for Snow, which is Misty. This was released in 2000. Let me pull it up. 11. So, Christmas Eve, what better way to celebrate than with a little Bush? And I've heard a lot of recommendations for this album. Now, as far as I remember, and let me look it up really quick before I speak ahead of turn, but I believe this is her, as of right now, her most recent and last album that she has recorded. So that's actually quite interesting. Now, I wonder, does she have any plans to perhaps release another album? I don't know. But yeah, looking at it, this is her most recent album. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Christmas Eve. Hope that you get all the presents that you're looking forward to. Hope that you get everything you want. Don't forget to sip on a little eggnog. That's always a good time. It's actually a little bit cold in here. I'm going to move the fan a little bit. And that's good. All right, thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is, I feel like I'm moving around a lot. I literally set everything up really quick and then just like sat down. All right, this is Misty by Kate Bush.
Turn off the light, switch on a starry night. My window flies open. My bedroom fills with falling snow. Should be a dream, but I'm not sleeping. See his snowy white face, but I'm not afraid. He lies down beside me. So cold next to me. I can feel him melting in my hand. crooked mouth is full of dead leaves. Full of dead leaves. Bits of twisted branches and frozen garden crushed in the stolen grasses from slumbering alone. He is dissolving before me, and dawn will come soon. What kind of spirit is this? I want an only tryst. His breath on Misty. And when I kiss his ice cream lips, his creamy skin, and his snowy white arms surround me. So cold next to me. I can feel him melting in my hand.
How awesome was that? I thought that was brilliant. Bush has always been a master at story crafting alongside with the instrumentation and the music behind her. Okay? This song, I got a lot to say about the lyrics and what I think the story is about. I think there's a lot to it, but I'm going to save that for the end. The music here is a lot more reserved. Of course, there's a wintry sheen over the whole thing, and just looking at the track listing for the album, I mean, it seems that like it really is at least a winter-based album, perhaps, with a first track like Snowflake and Snowden Wheeler Street, 50 Words for Snow, like Among Angels. I mean, there's a lot of snow and wintry references, so I would expect the sound of the album to at least in some way relate to that. And this track, the piano, it sounds snowy and crisp. The way that Kate Bush is singing, I can practically see the icy breath coming out of her every time that she opens her mouth and lets loose her vocals. Which, like I said, here, it's very much reserved. It's very much more subtle and relaxed. I don't know about the rest of the album, but at least this track, this is like a soft, wintry epic. And it starts incredibly, incredibly quiet, building up from piano into the addition of the bass, courtesy of Danny Thompson, and then eventually the drums, which is very jazzy, courtesy of Steve Gadd. And just to at least focus on those two for just a moment, Gadd and Thompson, their sections together are just brilliant. There's a very quiet power to them that I love. I mean, Danny Thompson, his double bass, I'm always gonna love. You know, like from David Sylvian, I mean, his work with Brilliant Trees and such, I love it. And here, it's kind of the same feeling. And I don't know why, but I'm kind of reminded a little bit of Brilliant Trees a little bit here in some capacities. But to bring it back to Bush, the rhythm section is very intimate. And I think that the story is very intimate. The song has a very personal feel, and I think the lyrics also have an extremely personal feel, I think. Piano playing is really, really gorgeous as well throughout the whole track. And the song, while it does have kind of a homogenous theme, it actually has a lot of different like sections as you move through. And then the climax of the song is so wonderfully done because it's done with subtlety. It's not going out into perhaps the past theatrics that Kate Bush is maybe a little bit more well known for. And yet it does still have the same weight of drama as you would get elsewhere. She lets loose one growl, for lack of a better word. She really spits it out there, and then it's back. And we're going to talk about the lyrics, like I said, but there's a certain desperation in the last verse that I think her voice really captures well. There's almost a shaky quality to it, as if she's choking on her words to an extent. Very subtly done, because she carries it with a certain strength, and yet there's a certain vulnerability that she's allowing us to see into her with, and she's allowing herself to express to us in the truest way, with the truest colors that she does. I think that this is a brilliant song, to be honest. You know, this is an epic from her, Misty, 13 minutes long, and for all the different wavelengths that it travels through, it's just really cool how it's united really by, I would say, Kate Bush's piano throughout. If you allow me really quick just to pull it up a little bit. The song also almost has a kind of jazzy lounge vibe to it. And while I haven't heard I've heard a decent amount now of Kate Bush, but I haven't heard everything at all. I think her piano playing here has drastically improved. There's a certain composure that she has here, and a certain kind of space that she allows the notes to have. Kind of like what Mark Hollis said, right? With the spacing between notes and learn to play one note before you play two, etc., etc. I like that. That's one thing that I really do feel with this song. And even the way that she spaces out her lines when she's singing, this song is not in a rush to go anywhere. And you can't be in a rush listening to this. This is a song that we're all going to take our time. Just relax. Enjoy the mood of it all. Enjoy the ambience of it all. Don't worry about rushing towards this or that. It's a very chill. It's a very chill track. And I think the way that Kate enunciates and pronounces these certain moments, it allows everything to breathe. This is just a very slow moving Sunday evening, really. Now, when Gad comes in, listen to Gad with the bass. Isn't that such a rich texture? Oh, that's beautiful. Now, I haven't really seen snow. I've seen snow technically in my life twice. Once when I was like 2 or 3, and there was a picture of me in snow when I was in New York. And then a few years ago, when I was in Switzerland, we went on a trip to a mountain, and I saw snow technically for the first time in my adult life, which is really the first time, basically. And it's just awesome. I know, like, when you live with it, I'm sure it's not as awesome, but I pretty much had like a kid-like wonder just seeing snow for the first time on top of a mountain, and I made a snowball and I threw it. Like, it was fun. It sounds so silly, but listening to the music specifically, even if I take Bush's voice out, just listen to the instrumentation, it kind of reminds me of like when sunlight perfectly hits snow so that it looks like white crystals just glowing all across the land. That's exactly the kind of texture I get. It's cold, but there's a certain beauty, a certain natural veneer and sheen to it that is just like, it hits, at least for me, it makes me feel like a certain kind of sunshine in my chest. But isn't this lounge-like atmosphere really cool as she moves through this? And I just feel like her piano playing has a little bit of like I said, a certain composure, but also a certain compassion to it. And her work with pianos and synths and stuff has always been immaculate, but there's just something about her playing it here that I really like. And even the moments where we back off with the rhythm section and come into little moments like this, it sounds like we perhaps get some guitar with some effects at this point, a little bit of ambience in the back. You do get some distortion as well on the latter half of the song that kind of helps rise and make everything culminate into its soft climax. But everything is so finely and perfectly placed, it's almost as if you were building a ship in a bottle. Like, there's a certain intricacy to her art. The way it comes back to it. This all just feels great, but let me just skip ahead really quick. Here. Yeah, Gad's really getting down now. And you get a little bit of that guitar fuzz in the back, which to me at least kind of sounds like very snowy, like a blizzard. Like, you know, you get snow on the TV screen when you used to have to adjust the antenna and that kind of thing. That's kind of the distorted feeling that I'm getting from the sound there as we end the song. Okay, music's great. I want to talk about the lyrics in the story. Okay, so if you're just surface looking at the lyrics, and because I see a picture of a snowman kissing Kate Bush here on the cover of the album, like, yeah, I think I think of, you know, Jack Frost and Kate Bush are getting it done. But I think there's more to it than that. I think that there's something beneath the ice. Something under the ice. All right, let me go over the lyrics real quick. Roll his body, give him eyes, make him smile for me. Give him life. My hand is bleeding, I run back inside. I think there's something really interesting about that. She makes a snowman. Give him life. My hand is bleeding, I run back inside. I'm gonna have to come back to that because I'm actually not sure about the hand is bleeding thing. Right? I turn off the lights, switch on a starry night. I love that line. Turns off the light, now you can just look out into the wintry atmosphere. You can just look out into the starry night. Beautiful, natural look there. My window flies open, my bedroom fills with falling snow. Should be a dream, but I'm not sleepy. I see his snowy white face, but I'm not afraid. He lies down beside me. Okay, so if I'm surface looking at this, I think that her hand is bleeding. I know this is going to sound extreme, but this is what I think. I think she was making some sort of like a ritual to make this snowman alive. And it required a blood sacrifice, hence her hand being bleeding. She had to give it life, okay? Just hear me out for a second. Just hear me out for a second, okay? Then she runs back inside. She runs back inside. Why not just walk? No, something happened. Hence, when she turns off the lights and everything, the window flies open. That seems a little sus, right? And then the snowman comes in and lies beside her. So cold next to me, I can feel him melting in my hand, melting in my hand. He won't speak to me. His crooked mouth is full of dead leaves, bits of twisted branches and frozen garden, crushed and stolen grasses from slumbering lawn. He is dissolving, dissolving before me. The dawn will soon come. So the snowman is now with her in bed. He's already melting. He's not outside where it was snowing. He's now inside where it's melting. So he only has a certain amount of time left. And he's choosing to spend that time with her, even though it will be a danger to him and his life. What kind of spirit is this? Our one and only tryst. His breath is misty, and when I kiss his ice cream lips and his creamy skin, his snowy white arms around me. That line was interesting. I kiss his ice cream lips. I've never heard of a snowman being built with ice cream. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to leave that there, but I'm planting that seed for later, okay? Sunday morning, I can't find him. The sheets are soaking and on my pillow. Dead leaves, bits of twisted branches in a frozen garden. I can't find him. Misty, oh please, can you help me? He must be somewhere. Open window closing. Oh, but wait. It's still snowing. If you're out there, I'm coming out on the ledge. I'm going out on the ledge. I have so much to talk about. So, could just be she made some sort of blood ritual, made a snowman. He magically came to life, came inside. They had a Jack Frost thing going on, and then he melted, and he's gone. I think there's a lot more to this. Let's go back. I think, personally, that this song is perhaps her grieving a dead lover, a dead partner. And this is her going through the stages of grief, and this is her trying to get through it and trying to accept that this person is gone. Let's read it one more time. She makes a snowman. Okay. I still don't, with my interpretation, I don't really know the hand is bleeding thing, but hear me out. Maybe she, I don't know, accidentally scratched herself on a pine cone. All right. Let's get to the other stuff. I see his snowy white face, but I'm not afraid. He lies down beside me. All right. First of all, a snowman is cold from what I hear. So I don't think that you'd really want to lie down next to a snowman. That just sounds like a bad time and an easy way to catch pneumonia. So cold next to me. He won't speak to me. His crooked mouth is full of dead leaves. Bits of twisted branches from the frozen garden. He's dissolving before me. I think one of two things. I think one, she's either having a dream. Perhaps her and her partner built a snowman together and that was one of her happy memories. Or maybe she's feeling really alone. When you're with someone for a long, long period of time in your life, and let's just say something really bad happens and that person is no longer there. Here I'm referencing death. It's winter, symbolic of death. You're incredibly lonely. Okay? You're incredibly lonely. My wife went on a cruise with her family for 5 days, and it's been the longest time we've been apart in a long time. And it was lonely here. Now, I mean, I had a pretty good time playing video games and eating in bed. I'm not going to lie. I lived like a king for a little bit. But after like a day or two, I really, really started missing her. So I can only imagine when you lose your life partner, how lonely you would be. So perhaps in a way she's trying to make up for that by building this snowman, which could also double as a meaning, as something, a memory that was special to them. And when I kiss his ice cream lips and his creamy skin, his snowy white arms around me. I also think that she's describing his lips as ice cream because this is just me. Once again, I'm digging deeper than perhaps I need to be. Perhaps their first date or so was them getting ice cream somewhere. And perhaps that also led to their first kiss or a kiss or something of that nature. I don't know. I'm just reaching. I know. Sunday morning, I can't find them. Sheets are soaking. Perhaps the sheets are soaking because you were crying. Dead leaves, bits of twisted branches in frozen garden, crushed and stolen grasses from slumbering lawn. Like I said, and I always say, winter is symbolic and metaphoric of death. So when she sees the dead leaves, the bits of twisted branches from the frozen garden, perhaps they worked in the garden together. And she was bringing that inside to, like, once again, kind of cope. I think I'm digging way too deep. I can't find him. Misty, oh, please, can you help me? He must be somewhere. Open window closing. Interesting that the window opened before, which led to this, and now the window's closing. Oh, but wait, it's still snowing. Like, he's still out there somewhere, or this person is out there somewhere, perhaps. There's a chance. If you're out there, I'm coming out on the ledge. I'm going out on the ledge. I don't know about the last two lines. She could be saying that, just like me trying to find meaning in the lyrics beyond what I think it's about, she's kind of taking a risk. She's going to go out perhaps try to find him. Or if he's dead, and this is some sort of satanic ritual, bring him back. Or it has a lot more tragic and tragedy behind it, and she's actually going out on the ledge because she can't live without him. And then before, when I've thought about this before, but when, crushed and stolen grasses from slumbering lawn, it just makes me think of death again. Lawn, grasses, flowers, life, now frozen over, death. That's at least kind of what I think the song's about. I really do think that I'm really like reaching way too far into it, but that's at least what I'm thinking. Maybe she had a dream with him. He was just kind of like a snowman or something. Let's see if there's... I really think I pushed it way too far reaching on that one. Let's see if there's any words... Or I'm sorry, not words. If there's any like deeper meaning to maybe what she thought of this track or anything like that, because I am very curious. Let me look on Kate Bush Encyclopedia. That's usually the best place. Okay. So this is from Kate Bush herself. She says, "It's a silly idea, but I hope that what has happened is that there's almost a sense of tenderness. I think it's quite a dark song, and I hope that I've made it work. But in a lot of ways it shouldn't be, because it's ridiculous, isn't it? The idea of a snowman visiting this woman and climbing into bed with her. But I took him as a purely symbolic snowman. It was about... No, John, he's real." Laughs. Okay. So I actually don't have any other information besides that. It seems that maybe she was joking in that line. Like, she was like, oh yeah, it really means it's about this. And then she's like, no, just kidding. It's just about a snowman. So yeah, I think I reached way too deep onto it. Guys, I hope that you are having a wonderful Christmas Eve. I hope really that you get everything that you want tomorrow. I hope that for this channel, I hope that you've enjoyed this channel. I hope you've enjoyed my company. I hope that you've had a great year. I mean, you may not have even been watching for a year, but thank you for making my years like awesome. Seriously, you guys are absolutely amazing, and I seriously thank each and every single one of you. I wish the best for you this holiday season. Thank you so much. I hope that you've enjoyed the extra videos this week and everything. I cannot express to you how much I'm appreciative of you. But happy holidays, guys. Enjoy your time with your family, with yourself, with your pet, with your partner, with your with your snowman. You're going to be looking at a snowman a little bit differently. Can you imagine if you and the kids or whoever just building a snowman, and for whatever reason you cut your hand? You're going to be thinking of Misty. Oh, man. You can follow me in a bunch of different places. You can support the channel on Patreon. I hope that you've enjoyed your time here. Hope that you come back tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.